What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phoenix here with a new addition to the channel. Now, this new addition is going to be what I'm going to call kind of like another version of my story time. But this one's going to be the story time in the monsterverse of the Hunt Showdown realm. Let's get into this. We have here in front of me the Assassin, one of my favorite creatures to fight. And honestly, I look forward to fighting him every single time we load into a match. And it says here, the researcher's insight into the Assassin undated. And it states, the arrival of the Assassin marks a surprising turning point in the Louisiana case. Before its arrival, the entity's major aspects were certainly formidable combatants. Though, designed for other purposes, the humanoid assassins seemed especially sculpted to shock humans and destroy them. Accounts of such a creature are similar, that of a tall humanoid figure who can seemingly melt into a swarm of insects. Oof, gross. Whether or not this is the result of trickery or actual physical transformation is debatable. Though, with all things relating to this case, I am inclined towards belief that in most outlandish and bizarre theorizations, one day and incredulous the next. Of this, I noted a remarkable pattern in its behavior. The assassin seemed capable of remarkable feats. Chief among them, the ability to split into several, meaning 3, manifestations of itself. These manifestations would function as a distraction, attacking hunters independently, while the true assassin would use the opportunity to find the right moment to strike. Sneaky little bastard, isn't he? Thankfully, Harold Black preserved much of what we know. His encounter with the assassin seems to have forged him into the man we revere today. His account, in typical Blackian fashion, seems indirect by modern academic standards. Indeed, he does mention his failed career as a writer, and his inability to inform clearly seems to affirm this. However, this does give a rare insight into the abilities of the assassin, particularly their development from the human host. You'd be forgiven for missing some of the more pragmatic information, such as that the assassin's chest seems to harbor a vulnerable point, meaning, we'll go back up to this picture right here, guys. Now, it's a black and white picture, but the general location they're talking about, right about here, if you see where my cursor's at. Now, in the actual game, when you're fighting the creature itself, you actually can see a slight bit of a reddish tint right there, which would pretty much be considered the heart of the damn thing. Which, kind of weird to think this creature has a heart, right? I think it's kind of weird. The Journal of Harold Black, undated. Oof, here we go. Let's see what this gentleman's got to say about the creature. Like the shadow that has so dodged my steps on the brightest days. The words had come to me as I stumbled out of the labyrinth prison, having for the first time become a quarry, prey to that roving swarm. My friends were dead, butchered by its blades, and my final shots had no effect. As they ricocheted off iron and stone, the swarm undisturbed, lurching toward me on 100,000 legs. I had vaulted gantries, burst through doors, leaped the corpses of my comrades to come outside again to breathe clean air. And in that moment of unrivaled and brilliant life, the final words of my father came to me. Light the shadow that has so dodged my steps on the brightest days. Words that I had fled from, south to Atlanta, Tallahassee, Jackson, New Orleans, and finally Baton Rouge. Yet, they had caught up to me. His cursed prophecy proved self-fulfilling in the weeks immediately after his passing. I'd awoken from their echo in a cold sweat and been trapped in their rumination until sunup, watching the dark corners for the specter they herald at. In the end, it proved that the unease they caused set on a path fraught with pitfalls, a path here. Blinking in the sun, staggering down the steps of that prison, they came to me as a stroke of clarity. I would light the shadows that had dodged his steps. I would repay my inherited debts. The assassin so aptly named destroyed the man I was. A man scared of a shadow. In his place stands someone I'm unfamiliar with. Perhaps this is one purpose of the journal. The second is the aforementioned repayment. A great deal of blood that has been shed in writing these pages. Sorry about that. It will prove my life's work and perhaps that of others too. Man, that was pretty damn dark and deep right there. I can't imagine what that gentleman went through when he first came across this creature. And honestly, guys, from the way this was described, man, oh, I've actually just got a little chills just reading this. But that's going to do it for now, guys. This is the chapter of the assassin, and we have many more chapters left to go. So without further ado, if this was awesome information, you guys enjoyed this, smash that red subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Share this video around to the people you want to promote this game to. Let's get this. Let's grow, baby. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all stopping by.